What's going on, guys? I'm Manus Foy, and welcome to Joe's Beer Club. It's the show where each week we'll be going through some of the finest beers, ales and stouts available on the Irish market. We'll be choosing one for you to try this weekend. So let's get going. So this week, we're trying something completely away from the norm. We're taking 3 completely different styles that have nothing in common except one thing, fruit. So let's get fruity. So our first beer this week is Club Rock Shandy IPA from Rascals Brewing in Dublin. For those of you who've seen it, took the internet by storm. It's sold out within minutes, but rumour has it it's coming back early October. So make sure to keep your eyes out for this one, and yeah, let's give it a try. So straight away in colour we can see, visually it looks like a rock shandy. It definitely smells like a rock shandy. It literally tastes like Club Rock Shandy, with obviously a bit of kick off it, but the only way to describe that is so drinkable and so dangerous. Wow, I'm really impressed with this beer, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. So next up we've got Cere Boone from the Boone Brewery in Belgium. This beer is a lambic beer, and what that means is instead of using a cultivated yeast, they let wild yeast go into the beer and makes it very dry and sours the beer up to what's called a goose. And what they do with a lot of these gooses, they add fruit to take away from the sharpness, and in this case, they use cherries, which is the Flemish word of Kriek. And they use tons of cherries. So for anybody who doesn't like cherries, stay away from this beer because it is cherry-tastic. So the second I start pouring this beer, I can taste and smell the cherries without even bringing it up to my nose. As you can see, lots of cherries in the colour. A normal goose beer, you'd be able to see through it. And it's just banging full of cherries. So loads of cherries obviously off the taste, but not as sour as you would normally think a lambic beer to be. So in my opinion, this would be a perfect level entry lambic beer for anybody who wants to try it. But if you don't like cherries, you're not gonna like this one. So our final beer this week is Hanai Ohana from Wild Mind Artisan Ales in Minnesota. These guys came onto the scene in 2016, and they've just been pushing the boundaries ever since, and this is their first beer available on the Irish market. This is a smoothie style ale made with lactose and tons of fruit. So the style is basically trying to make it like a smoothie, a beer that's like a smoothie. So let's see how this turns out. I can actually smell it from here. I can smell the pineapples, I can smell the guava, I can smell the tropical fruits, and even in colour it looks like a smoothie. Look at the clarity. It literally looks like a smoothie. Oh, wow. Wow. Lots of pineapples, lots of guava. And with the lactose milk sugar, it's not only soured the beer, but it's also giving it that soft smoothie edge. This beer is genuinely like nothing I've ever tasted before. But if you're in the mood for something that is just completely out there, this beer is for you. Incredible. So guys, just to recap, we have Club Rock Shandy IPA from Rascals Brewing. It comes in at 4.5%. We have Cere Boone from Belgium that comes in for 4%. And we have Hanai Ohana that comes in at 4.5%. This has been an amazing week, but like every other week, I can only pick one. And as tough as this is, it's gotta be the Club Rock Shandy IPA. It's just so nostalgic for me and literally does exactly what it says in the tin. An amazing beer, and I can't wait for it to get back on the shelves. Sláinte.